Hello, and welcome to Babblings of a 20-something. Babblings is an audio diary podcast. It's my stream of consciousness and really my quarter-life crisis attempt at redirection. You get it, it's hosted by me, Allie Ann, and each week I'm going to babble about what's going on in my life, the lessons I'm learning, but really just all the shitty dating that I'm doing. I have got to talk to somebody about this. Basically, I'm documenting my 20-somethings for all of our entertainment, and maybe you can relate. If not, it's at least gonna be funny. As always, explicit and graphic content warning. I just really want to put that out there. Who knows what I'm gonna say, and I will talk about it explicitly and graphically. Seriously, if you're gonna get offended, don't listen. I'm really just saying that because I don't want any of my family to text me, you know? You get it. Anyways, love you and enjoy! Oh, yo, oh, putting my phone on do not disturb. Hello, everybody. Sorry, hold on one second. I just put my phone on do not disturb because I don't want to be disturbed. And then also, when I was editing the last few episodes, oh, okay. Hi, this is episode 5 of Babblings with a 20-something. Yay! Ignore. I only have 3 nails on. Just don't pay attention to that. If you're listening, thank you and welcome. If you haven't already, I put out episodes 1 through 4 last week of Babblings with a 20-something. Go ahead and check those out if you want to just kind of catch up with me and see where I'm at, because we're full steam ahead, baby, and we are doing 1 episode a week from now on. This is happening. Did you guys think this was happening? I bet you didn't. I bet you thought, Allie's going to do that, and then she's going to do that, and then blah, 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 and then we'll never see it again. Guess what? Here I am, bitch, because I'm keeping promises to myself. 2023 is all about keeping promises to yourself, because if you can't trust yourself, you really can't trust anyone. And I always thought that I trusted myself more than I trusted anybody, but through therapy and life coaching, working on myself, journaling, all the shenanigans of getting older, my frontal lobe forming, I realized that maybe I don't trust myself as much as I think I do. Especially when it comes to dating and relationships. This just came up the other day because I was telling my sibling, I've gotten to a point where I've recharged my battery of life and love, and I'm so good. I'm not so good. I hate saying, I just always worry that I don't want to ever lie to you guys, but I'll say things like I'm doing so good, and it's because I am doing good comparatively. Have I been depressed the first 2 weeks of January? Yes, that was because I went off my anxiety medication, and it was not a good time, and do not do anything that I do. We're back on our meds now. We secured the bag, moving forward. But anyways, I am doing good. As far as being single and loving myself, that little bout of depression, fuck off, that was just a little thing. So I'm doing so good. My cup is really full because I'm doing all these things for myself, and I'm loving myself. So I'm I remember what it's like to have a full cup and be so overflowing with love, because I'm a lover girl. It's so funny. I keep saying things specifically to certain people. I'm saying things about, I don't know, I'll say something like this, for example. I was saying that I'm really happy being single, but I think I'm realizing I was meant to be a lover girl, blah, 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 blah. The next day, or even maybe it was that night, I go on TikTok and there's this new cute sound where it's I enjoy my solitude, but I was meant to be a lover. Hello? Things like that just keep happening. But yeah, I just have I was meant to be a lover. I kind of forgot how much love I have to give. and like the feeling of like, oh, I just let me give you something, you know? I want to, but it's a good place to be in. However, it's also a scary place, and this is where we're coming back to trusting ourselves. This has just been on my mind the last couple of days, and has come up in several different things like tarot readings, it's come up in conversations, it's come up in like my own thoughts, but being scared to lose everything that I've built up for myself at this point. And obviously I'm still a work in progress, you know. Obviously I'm still a work in progress. But working on trusting myself to know that no matter what, I won't lose this because I love myself and am dedicated to myself. I don't know if that makes sense, but I realized that being scared was coming from a place of not trusting myself to avoid situations that would put me in a place of where I maybe was in the past, or to fall back on bad habits, or to simply just like stop wanting to move forward. So, but that's what I'm working on, and trusting myself. And yeah, which is so funny. When I pick a card, I do a tarot pick a card every day. And today I got the devil. It's down here, hold on. I got the devil. This is a cute deck. I don't remember the name of it, but if you want to know, message me. But I got the devil, and at first I was like, okay. And I really just do like a pick a card a day because I'm learning the deck and it's helping me just like focus on a card a day. Sometimes I feel like it maybe is a message for the day. And I was like, the devil, this has never come out in a pick a card before. Interesting. And I was like, okay, cool. It's really not like a scary card, but it is a card about control. Personally, I feel like for me, it represents like control, addiction, anxiety. But it also too is like freedom, creativity, like sexual expression. So I was trying to figure out maybe what that could mean for me today. And I am feeling like it's the control thing of having the devil, maybe not control, but having the devil on this one shoulder and wondering how I'm going to respond to maybe those like obsessions or temptations, addictions, yada, yada, yada. So that was just very interesting. I love tarot. I was in Philly last week pet sitting. I think I told you guys about how I started doing these pet sitting gigs on Trusted House Sitters. That's a website. And I did some in Chicago for like a trial. Now I'm going to go to Philly. Well, I already did go to Philly. So I went to Philly. I had a really good time. I was there from Monday to Friday. I was cat sitting a cat named Frank. The house was so cute. And I just enjoyed, being in the city, going to dinner, going to museums. It was just a nice little time. I saw my sibling. They were there at the same time as me. That was fun. I enjoy little getaways like that, and I really just want to see things. I really want to travel, and I want to see things while I still can, So that was cool. But there is nothing like waking up at 5 a.m. to drive yourself to the airport and realizing, oh my God, I might have the worst UTI I've ever had in my life. I went to the bathroom twice and I was like, wait a minute. And I got a little cramp. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, oh my God. I have to go to the airport, and the beginnings of an awful UTI. It was horrible. Waiting in line. Of course, only one machine and security was working. So it was the slowest line. It wasn't a long line. It was just so slow. We had to all go single file at the Philadelphia airport. That was awful. On the plane is so small because you're just going from Detroit to Philly, so it's just a tiny little plane. I was so squished. I woke up like with the sweats. I thought I was going to throw up. I don't know what actually was happening. I might have been like dehydrated. I don't think I drank any water, but any chance I got, I was in a bathroom just sitting down. Sorry, TMI. This is for the girls. This is for any vagina owners. This is not for all you other people, okay? The ones who get it, and it was the worst thing ever. But where should I go next? I really can't wait to take my next trip. I even took the microphone. I was going to do this episode while I was there, but then I never did. I was even going to record this yesterday because I thought it would be funny to record when I was hungover, and we went out this weekend for my aunt's birthday, and I knew I'd be hungover Sunday. So it's like, oh, I'll record it hungover. That'd be funny. Well, I attempted to like put it all together, but it just wasn't going to happen. And note to self, I wasn't even that hungover. It was just not a good idea, but it would have been funny. It would have been funny. We went out for my aunt's birthday on Saturday, went to a drag show, which was fun, and we went out downtown. Oh my God, I was so wasted, but in a good way. I was just having such a good time. I didn't throw up or anything, but I slept good. I woke up, and like I said, I wasn't even that hungover. I was just like drained and dehydrated. But like my stomach didn't hurt, my head didn't hurt. I was okay. I was really just really anxious. That's what alcohol. Ooh, talking about the devil again. I am really contemplating my relationship with alcohol. And we'll see where this goes. I was doing dry January. I've done dry months before, but it does not help my anxiety. I will tell you that. So that's probably the feeling of hungover that I'm trying to explain that I felt yesterday, where it was just like, oh, But we did have such a great time. Those are some of my absolutely favorite people, and we have such a good time when we're all together. My aunt's birthday also kicks off what I'm now have coined the season, because it's like we take a break after New Year's, we get a couple weeks off, and then it's her birthday. And then from here on out, for the next few months, through summer, we have about a birthday every month, at least one birthday every month, if not multiple. Then fall, holiday season. So it's just like, all right, here we go. Like, get ready to kick in gear. I just love celebrating all of my friends. That's something I think that I really cherish, is having family and friends that, and really like my chosen family and friends that just love to celebrate each other. We just do. We love to celebrate each other's birthdays, each other's accomplishments. When I got my braces off, we threw a party for getting my braces off. We threw a pool party, got wasted, like whatever. Having a group of people that will celebrate you and genuinely want to, like, you don't have to force, like, they come up with the idea. They're like, we want to throw you you got your braces off party, like, we will see when you get home with drinks. And it's like, really makes you feel special. And I talked about friendship a couple episodes, and I think that is another cornerstone of what makes really good friends and really good friendships, is just genuinely wanting to support each other and celebrate each other and celebrate with each other. Like, so excited to go out for my aunt's birthday and to celebrate her. It's literally one of my favorite days of the year. Sorry, I'm so sleepy. I've been sleeping on my couch. I realized the other day, I know when, like, I'm, like, going through it. Like, I don't know what's going on, but, like, I'm not on it if I commandeer one side of my house. So like I'm like productive and I'm doing well, but I've commandeered the living rooms. Like I'm sleeping out here, I'm working out here, I'm eating out here. Like I've moved anything that might have been in my room that I might need out here. And it just made me think like, and when I'm really depressed, I commandeer my bedroom and like I move all my snacks in there, I move all my books, like anything out from out here, I move in there. I've taken in my TV in my room before that I didn't have in there before. So it's just funny to think about. Like I know I'm really working through something or going through a change when I'm exclusively using one room of my home. Day long, week long, haven't stepped foot in my bedroom in ages. But we're gonna fix that today because I'm starting to get a back cramp and I miss my bed. And sometimes I do just like to sleep on the couch, and it's my house, so whatever. But it is just funny. When I was in Philly, I decided to grab this so I can remember what it was called. When I was in Philly, I went to the Fabric Workshop and Museum. It was so cool. It was free. It's free all the time, or I think it is, pay what you want. So they're obviously always going to be open to donations. Definitely pay more. But I was specifically looking for free things to do while I was in Philly because funds are starting to run low, But there was this exhibit. It was Roseby Simpson Dream House. And it was so cool because there was, the first part was like like you walked in, so you went up the elevator to the top floor, and that's where like the newest installation was. And you walked in and it was dark, but there were like lights, and it was like about like making shadows and shadow work. So that was cute. But that was like part of the exhibit. And it was all about, let me read this to you guys. Dreamhouse invites visitors to contemplate notions of home and nourishment, safety and emotional comfort, the work of mental and spiritual growth, as well as abundance and fullness. Through unique displays of ceramics, textiles, sculpture, and the artist's first ever works in video, all created in collaboration with the FWM studio team. So she's a New Mexico-based artist. So yeah, we had the shadow room, and then after that, there were like other structures built, that like rooms that were built, but you could see the outside of the room, and you could only look through like windows to the inside of the room. And then inside there, you could see through more windows, like video projections, but you couldn't see that from like the outside. From the outside, it looked like the outside of a house, and it was inspired by Pueblo architecture. So it was really cool because it had all like the natural materials and I guess, what would that be called? Not concrete, but like plaster and straw. I'm sure that that's not the correct materials, but that kind of building, like exterior, was really cool to see. And so they did this all by hand, and each room was called different. Like one was the happy room, one was the work room. And at the end, there was like an interactive space where you could sit down with all these pillows that they made. And there were symbols all over the exhibit. Is that what you say? Do you say exhibit? Do you say installation? I don't know. There were these symbols all over the place, and that meant something to the artist. And they basically made like tarot cards out of those symbols. It was just very cool and interactive. I was there, and you could just sit there and walk around forever, and so much detail to completely build out, that entire space and make it so immersive. It was very cool. So if you guys want to go, if you're in Philly, what did I say? Fabric Workshop and Museum. Pay what you want. Go see that. I think it's going to be up through March. It was really cool. Okay. Are you ready for this? Hot take, baby. Hot take of the week. This one is saucy. I've been waiting to tell you guys this one. I've been waiting maybe almost a month now to tell you guys this. But big dick energy is real. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to put it out there. I've had an experience where I was like, oh, This is what big dick energy is, okay? Now, big dick energy is real. However, sometimes it's just energy. Sometimes people tell you the things you want to hear, and you're like, oh shit, you're talking the talk, okay? You're making out with me. Okay, so I went on, this is what the story is about. I had never felt big dick energy before. Well, I mean, not really. Just like in this type of way, where it was like, I don't know you. I never met this person before, so, you know, I have no background history on who you are or what you're like. And a lot of people don't, I feel like I read people really well. And this just really, it just really surprised me. And this was like a Pete Davidson situation. We're going to call him Pete. Like, he looked like Pete Davidson, kind of. You know, same kind of energy, really skinny white boy, tatted. He was a felon. Like, I think I was really just drawn into the fun of it also. But he was so nice. One, being nice gets you a long way. And Pete, if you're listening, love you, homie. I had such a good time with you. I'm sorry again that your car got stolen from my apartment, but I didn't set you up. And you really pissed me off when you told me that I set you up, because I didn't. Anyways, when I first met him, we went out to dinner and then we got drunk. I also definitely, like, got drunk. So that's part of it too. But there was we just had a lot of chemistry. And I think maybe I realized that that's what big dick energy is chemistry. And also saying what you want. Like, being assertive with me too, I guess, can go a long way. But there was really just this energy where it was like, oh, I know you like me, you know I like you, we've got chemistry, like, and you want to do something about it? Okay. But, like I said before, it was just energy. And it's deceiving. It can be deceiving when somebody comes off like really, really confident, or you assume somebody to be really, really confident. And again, I guess that's what big dick energy is, can be confidence. And yeah, we hooked up. And it was, I don't want to talk about it on here. No, I'll talk about it. Yeah, we, you know, but it wasn't, I don't know why there's this thing that happens where it's like great foreplay, build up, yada, 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 yada. But then sometimes when you start having sex, then it becomes all about like finishing, I guess, you know? And it's like all of that energy, that like suave and like assertiveness and like caress and like romanticness that I liked, like, goes away. And then I'm like, oh. So did not live up to the hype. But I am here to say that it is real. And it can blind you. And so I just wanted to put out that public service announcement because I was blinded. Pete, you were very nice. But I was blinded. And then it just did not end up in a good situation. Like I mentioned before, he came over another night and his car got stolen from my apartment the next morning. And then I was already not feeling it. So then a couple days later, I cut it off. Then he was in his feelings. And he's like, basically accused me of, like, setting him up. No, you don't know me very well then, obviously. Now that I look back, like, he was mostly just being nice to me. And that's so depressing, like, that I will like people because they're being nice to me. But it is so hard. Because people are not nice. And it wasn't just that. Like, you know, like, it was intense. It was just like this kind of like whirlwind. I was in the right frame of mind. he was in the right frame of mind. We went out, we got wasted like on a Sunday afternoon. We started making out at the bar. It was just so much fun. So I think all of that definitely contributed to the illusion of the big dick energy. And also, he was like 6'3". I really buried the lead with that one. He was 6'3" and had a lot of tattoos and had gone to jail. So I was like, God damn it. And you're nice. This is annoying. Yeah, he was literally, I'm 5'3". Well, yeah, we'll say that I'm 5'3" and he was 6'3". It was crazy, but hot. So all this to say, just a word of caution, ladies. You know, trust your gut, go with it. Obviously, no regrets. Really like Pete. Pete made me feel really comfortable, and I enjoyed spending time with him, so that's cool. But just a word of caution that big dick energy is real, and it's deceiving. It's an illusion. It's an illusion, probably most of the time. So just keep your guards up. And don't let the 6'3" tattoo man take your guards down, bitch. And I think I've also learned that the real BDE is very subtle. Like, I don't know, there's just something about locking eyes with someone and like them like really looking at you and you really looking at them. That's the real BD. That tingle of being like looked at for real. Ugh, I'm such a romantic and it's so fucking annoying. I am. And I love being single, but and here's the thing, I also am the person, I'm not getting in a relationship just to get in a relationship. You know, like, no. I think I'm also just, like, craving more. And because I've worked on myself and I've really defined my boundaries, I feel like I'm also really excited for when I do find the person that is that person or can be that person. I think I'm just really excited about possibilities. I don't know if I talked about this in another episode, but I've just lately been so grateful in a way that I've never been grateful before to be alive. Really. And I think that also makes me really excited about just the possibilities of what could unfold and knowing now what I deserve. I know that it will come because I trust that it will come, but I'm just anticipating and I'm excited and a little bored, but that's why I have you guys to keep me company. Wow, I really did not plan for this episode to be so much me telling you guys how much I love love, but I do love love. Oh, I was watching The Last of Us last night, and it's a new HBO series. It's based on a video game, but I never watched it before. It's good so far. But last night was episode 3, and oh my gosh, please go watch it because I did not think, I thought I was signing up for another scary zombie apocalypse episode, but apparently I needed to prepare myself to strap in and buckle up for the greatest love story ever told in a single episode of television. It is so good. Please go watch it. Bill and Frank. Mwah! Apocalypse love story for the ages. It was so good and I cried at the end. No spoilers, but if you go watch it, you'll know why. I cried. I'm also watching The Mayfair Witches. Not sure how I'm feeling about it. I'll keep you posted. I thought a cute segment we could do is I made a Spotify playlist of everything that I'm kind of like listening to right now. Because I was thinking the other day, like, oh, I just really want to play you guys what I'm listening to. and sample like the best parts for you to give you an idea. So I'm going to sample some of the things that I've been listening to. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs that I've been like just replaying so much. Most of them are like, some of them are new, some of them aren't. I'm gonna play them for you, and I'm just gonna keep adding to the playlist. I'm gonna link it in the show notes if you guys want to go listen to it. It's gonna be very eclectic, as you will see. But oh my gosh, okay, let's see. I'm really into, the artist is Amigo and the Devil, and this is Helen You. So fun. It's like folk, country, crazy, but it's called Helen You, and it's obviously a romance song. We do together, live with me and sin forever. Telling you, baby, you know you want it to. Okay, so that's just a little snippet. You guys are gonna have to go follow the playlist, and I'll keep adding. But I'm really into that. Then let's switch it around to "Spun" by Chelsea Wolfe. I have an alarm on my Google Home to play this at 8 a.m. every morning on full blast. So good, so good, so good. That's "Lock My Door" by Joshua J. And I don't know if you'd say Ubi or Usby. It's Eauxby. This is, I got this off of TikTok, "Darkness of the Day" by, it's a band called Cadillac. You guys, I am dying over this. I listen to this also almost every morning. So good, so good. Okay, and then last one, I've been really loving "Dreams" by Baby Storm. It's like totally makes me feel nostalgic, alt girl, emo. I love it. They ask me, where have you been? And I wanna say, but they won't understand that I have. Oh, do you hear that little edit? My dreams. Okay, so this podcast, I'm linking it below, but it's babblings in all caps, and then like the salute half face emoji. So I'm going to keep adding to that and then giving you guys little snippets on the podcast. I just love it because I want to share with you guys, give you guys some recs and some ideas. And I just like sharing what I'm listening to like let you in. I feel like it's like letting you into my world. It's not that you need to like listen to what I'm listening to. And it's really not even like recs. It's just like, here's a peek inside of my mind and what's firing off all the serotonin right now and making me live. All right, that's all I got for you guys today. Short episode because I procrastinated and I need to film and edit and put it out today, all in the same day. So I gotta go because I gotta edit this podcast and also upload it and do all of that bullshit. Thank you so much to the 20 people that have been listening and watching to my podcast. Actually, I had like 20 plays on like Spotify and Google and Apple. And then I had like 15 views on YouTube, maybe, on one of my videos and a couple other. So like you guys, whoever these like 20 people are that are supporting me, I know who some of you are because like obviously you're like my family and friends. But if anybody else, just know that I love you. And I will see you next week for episode 6 of Babblings with a 20-something. Bye.
Woohoo! You made it! Thank you for listening to Babblings of a 20-something. Babblings is produced, edited, and hosted by yours truly, Allie Ann. You can find Babblings across podcast platforms and watch the full episode with video on our YouTube channel. Check out our website with all of the links and descriptions. It's down there somewhere in the show notes. You'll get it. Okay, love you. Bye.